What message would you say to the newcomers if they possess the skill from their homeland country, but they couldn't able to use those skills right away? Where's the best place they can go to find find a local employer job or something?
If people have an ambition to live somewhere different, to take on a different kind of career, to live in a very different place, and maybe to have different or better career options than they might have otherwise, Canada has a lot to offer people.
Yeah, Newcomer Center, I know there's a lot of, you've been dealt with hundreds and thousands of newcomers each year. What is the most observation that you see for the most concern or the newcomer need that you would overall picture it?
Right now, housing is a big need for newcomers, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lack of affordable housing in our community has been a struggle for many. And also accessing childcare is another one that's been coming up as well.
You have a lot of experience for international student recruitment, what employer actually target for, which I heard that's a really good method I want to talk to our newcomers. So, which is the sector in IT and administrative, right?
So, in terms of employers who are looking for students right now, or the parts of the economy that are hottest right now are anything to do with the main things we do in Saskatchewan. So mining, agriculture, construction, these kind of things that are very going on a lot right now.
During today's journey, we'll look at how the labor market is being impacted by demographic shifts as baby boomers retire, and what this has to do with immigration.
Yes, my name is Gabby. I'm very proud to say I'm an immigrant from Mexico. I've been living here for 7 years. So welcome everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Treaty 4 territory. It's important to this land acknowledgement in a symbolic way that we indicate that we are on a path of reconciliation. The treaties govern our relationships between Canada and the Indigenous peoples, the First Peoples of this land.
I invite the Honourable Sean Fraser, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, for a few words of welcome.
This is a terrific opportunity to meet together to explore how we can continue to increase the participation of employers. Canada needs more people, in my view. We need more people for economic reasons. We need more people for demographic reasons. And that's the demographic challenges that Canada is facing with an aging population. 10 or 15 years from now, that number will be two workers for every retired person when we were dealing with the challenges of depopulation. Such a large number of job vacancies, we cannot maximize our economic potential if we don't embrace immigration as a growth strategy.
We'll move into our keynote address. Get prepared for the future. Why a diverse workforce is critical right now.
I'll just say a little bit about Conference Board. So the Conference Board of Canada, for those that may not be as familiar with us, we're one of Canada's leading nonprofit, nonpartisan research institutes. Our focus is on providing evidence to help decision makers, be it in government, in business, in civil society, make decisions on some of the biggest issues in Canada around our economy, around business development. And basically what we're focused on here is the impact that immigrants have in our labor market, both in the broad sense across all of Canada, the impact that they can have on our economy, but also the important impacts that immigrants have for individual businesses, for individual communities.
As Kira said, I've been working with newcomers since 2013, and it shows some of the barriers that newcomers have to getting and maintaining employment. Lack of affordable housing, transportation, language, discrimination, and then the other topics are accessible childcare, immigration processing, and credential recognition.
So I'm Christine Massey. I'm actually presenting with my esteemed colleague, Dr. Miguel Sanchez, Associate Professor in the Faculty of Social Work at the University of Regina. So the overall purpose of the research was to identify the assets and resources newcomers bring to the region, their distinct needs, and any strengths and gaps in the newcomer service provision. So we focused on various aspects of their integration and settlement experiences.
Just both of you mentioned about discrimination in your research and also in your observation. I don't know, I haven't got a chance to go to the website to read about the recommendation.
So we'll direct them to, it depends on the extent of the discrimination or the harassment or whatever they're facing, right? So if it's it's an employer or happening, in their workplace, then of course we'll refer them to labor standards and things like that. Moose Jaw Police Service, we'll make the referrals, but of course it is up to the individual to do those, to do the process, but we definitely will sit with them and help them through the process if they need that too.
Doesn't even know how to pronounce my name. Doesn't even know how many kids I have. Doesn't even know if I am married or not. Doesn't even care about it. Just care about money and just care about production. And I do it for her for nothing. Because she treated me well.
To study for 2 more years to get a diploma. It was also my exam. Yeah, they apparently couldn't understand or hear or listen to what I was saying. It's also on our side, not finding what you want. Yes, you can find something, but it's not from your past experience or it's not what you want to do.
I just want to share them with you because some of my Filipino families and friends came today, and without them I couldn't have told this story. And I am very proud of each one of you.
I would like to welcome in person.
I'm Delise Hector. I am the project manager for Prairie Skies Integration Network. Myself and my colleague Jide are the coordinating center behind this forum and behind a large network of diverse partners, both formal and informal. So we like to think of ourselves as an empowering snowballing force, connecting communities and newcomers to build vitality. We focus on the towns, the city and the towns in our region.
Saskatchewan has the worst baby boom effect in the entire Western world, and if they don't do something to improve their demographics, by the year 2020, the province will be ungovernable. And what is the cost of employee turnover? So if you have an unsuccessful hiring, you hire someone, it doesn't work out, or they leave, or for whatever reason there's turnover, it's 50% of the first year salary. So that's a very practical problem that turnover creates. Turnover is, you might not be able to find the next person, so we do have kind of a higher need for employers to hire students for administrative things or IT related things. So concept when we're talking about international students called the clustering effect. What we're doing is we're looking to build a sense of community. So if you have a newcomer coming here, they've been removed from their community once. That can actually be a traumatic experience. The co-op program is a way that students, you probably know, it's a way that students can do their educational program, and it combines work experience with it. So don't be hesitant about hiring a student if they're here on a study permit. It is a pretty simple process, and it's not really much that you need to worry about. The documents they have usually take care of everything on the legal side.
We appreciate that IRCC's RNIP program allows our region the incredible privilege of being one of those 11 communities to have a say in the selection process of immigrants well suited for our region. However, the program does not come with built-in funding. So now, even though the pilot has been extended, both in length until 2024, and in regional scope, but at least for our region, the program does remain on hold. We know of employers who wish to hire through the program and newcomers who wish to apply to the program. So as you can imagine, there's a level of frustration presently as they await a time when the program will resume.